or 100 people.
The evil man or the wicked? You want to know who the wicked is? So,
hold on.
according to who?
Time out.
So, go ahead.
Because we believe in God, right?
Yeah.
But I'm going to say this. According to God,
Yeah.
I don't care about what you think or what we think.
Yeah.
According to God, who created us all, we're going to let that stand on
Yeah,
this.
no, I totally
So
agree.
we're going to that's a good question.
I'm just frustrated right now that,
Okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
No, frustrated right now.
What I'm really frustrated right now is bringing up it sounds like you're not thinking the Holocaust was
It wasn't.
and
It wasn't big.
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to...
Well, look, you never
Hold
seen
on,
it.
hold on.
Hey,
Don't leave that because we don't
When
know.
I asked if who's more evil, somebody kills one person, 10 people, or 100 people, all of them are the most despicable things imaginable.
Hold on.
And to think that it's only the 100 person.
Don't leave. No, we haven't.
Let the wicked
before.
sleep, man.
You asked us.
You ever seen a so-called white Jew get this done to him?
Yeah, no. I
Hey,
thank
you
you
know
for
what?
answering
Hey,
that.
don't
It's
get-
simply a disconnect that's going to go happen
Okay,
right now.
but you know what? But the Bible says
Hey, somebody get Job 13 and 4.
because you know why?
What?
The book of Job, chapter 13, verse 4.
Oh, okay. I mean, I also could give a rat's ass about the Bible right now.
I know.
That's how we know. He looked down.
Get out of here, devil.
You got that
Devil
right? You
coming
got
out
that
of
right?
Get on your way, devil. Devil coming out of him. Look at him.
I can give a rat's ass.
Devil, look at the devil coming out of him.
Job 13 and 4, man. He's the devil, man.
Jewish people,
That's Satan.
Christians, you're all the same.
You a devil.
Yeah, I know. I agree. And so why are you
They try to come up all
Job
nice.
13 and 4.
Get out.
But ye are forgers of
And
lies.
like the white man's a forger of a lie.
That's right.
That hung a hoax.
Ye are all physicians of no value.
That hung a hoax is all it was, man. He's a goof.
Oh, that ye will altogether hold your peace.
He should shut the hell up. You know?
Right.
Right. And it should be your wisdom.
He not wise though, man. He wants to run his mouth.
Can I say something? Because you know what? That these so-called Caucasian people, these Edomites, they want to keep saying and hold up the Holocaust when it was 4 to 6 million so-called white people that died at the hands of white people.
Right.
There was an in-house fight.
Right.
But when we bring up, when you tell them that over 100 million so-called blacks died in the transportation from West Africa to America, when you had 66 million so-called Native American Indians died by the hands of the Caucasian
Bring it
man,
up.
and the untold hundreds and thousands millions that died from slavery until this point, it's a problem. And he's got a problem with that. That was the real Holocaust.
But you know,
Right.
but you know who does got a problem with it? First of all, we can get all praise.
Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua.
Shalom to the elders and knocking through that precept.
I get understanding.
Right?
No.
In here, once again, you just had Edomite rolling up, looking at the posters, right? But you don't want to acknowledge the bloodshed. Just like all these nations, they don't want to acknowledge what's going on here. They don't want to acknowledge our people's pain. Like my man, like in Minneapolis,
Right.
And
getting
that's
folded up by police.
and
choked out.
that's what the problem is. America does not want to accept and talk about the bloodshed that has been done, is still going on, the systemic racism that's still going on. You want to brush it underneath the table like it's dirt that you just swept in your kitchen.
Right.
But it's still going to be there until you deal with it.
That's
and
right.
You're not going to deal with it. So you know what's going to happen? This bitch is going to get burnt down. America's going to be destroyed.
That's
so
right.
says the Lord.
That's right.
Right.
That's right, bro.
And these talking heads that come up from the NAACP, I mean, come on, y'all skirt is lifted up now.
But again, once again, it's like this is like a repeating nightmare for our people, right? Jake getting folded up by the police. Okay, this is the most graphic and clear footage we probably ever had. The officer clearly on top of that man's knee on his neck, and he's literally dying on film.
It's
Right.
like I said this too, because on social media there's a picture of the guy who was on top of the man's neck, and they showed his mugshot. His hairline looks different, so it don't even look like the same guy. His mugshot and the guy that committed the murder.
Right, it may not be.
So there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of false flags as far as this man's safety.
That's why we read in Job 13, your forges and lies, man. Like all these people having violent protests. They're not violently protesting. There's Asian provocateurs there. That's why we just saw footage of them piling bricks in front of a courthouse. They want you to tear the streets up, okay? That's why I got T.I. clown ass telling you, Atlanta's Wakanda. You can't destroy this place when he's got nothing but businesses invested in. Of course he's gonna tell you that, man. I get that out. But Esau have I hated? And the Bible saying that with good reason. Because it's these Edomites, man.
That's right.
They're the ones that have those dogs called the police
Oh,
to enforce their policies.
Oh my goodness.
Okay?
Salaki, real quick, and
Yeah.
what Trump just tweeted today was talking about, basically, I'm roughly paraphrasing, talking about, they need to get these vicious dogs and put it on these protesters. When the last time we seen dogs be on protesters?
Back in the 60s.
In the 60s.
Right.
So it's the same mentality.
Same bullshit.
It's the same people that's here doing the same dumb thing.
Precept.
Go ahead.
This is Revelations 18 and 5.
Bring it out.
It says, "For her sins have reached unto heaven."
Right. This place is Babylon. The sins that reach unto heaven. The Most High looking down on his whole habitation and sees it. All right?
Spiritually and literally with their Space Force and their chemtrails.
You see that? The Most High knows what's going on. All right? That's why he's shaking our people up. This is like another warning. This is like another
Wake up call.
that Jake don't want to receive. You know, but they a couple blocks over, they protesting this guy. But they don't have real answers, man. They're crybabies, man.
It says,
Yeah.
Revelations 18 and 5.
Yep.
It says, "For her sins have reached unto heaven."
Yeah, America's sins have reached upon heaven.
That's right.
That's why you got people,
This devil
our
right
people
here.
dying by the hands of you so-called white people.
Fucking devil right
We
there, yo.
gotta start making them uncomfortable, yo.
Come.
All right? And then but don't be violent. We don't condone violence at all.
Come.
Period.
Slotting, bro. We kill him with the scripts. That's what kill him, man.
Exactly.
That's right.
Coming with the truth. We're a bunch of damn devils.
That's right.
Okay? Keep going, brother.
This is Revelations 18 and 5.
Yep.
It says, "For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities."
Exactly. So the Most High doesn't forget. The Most High didn't forget about the transatlantic slave trade. He didn't forget about segregation. He didn't forget about none of it. Indian removal acts, George Floyd.
It says, "Reward
Alright.
her, even
Yeah.
as she rewarded you,
So the Bible said an eye for an eye.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
and double
Where
unto
the lynchings
her."
at, yo? Get a lynching one. Read on out and double what?
It says, "And double
Where's the
unto
one with a lynching
her."
on it? And double unto her, right? So what do we get? Rape, robbery, and murder. What we saw on film, that was a modern day lynching. That just like this, yo. All right, because guess what? George Floyd, his whole body, he couldn't control his body. Okay, you had 3 officers on his body. You had the one officer on his neck
While he handcuffed.
while he's handcuffed. So that's a lynching, 2020, right? So what has changed, man? From this to then to now, bro.
Well, actually, some did change when that whole Jussie Smollett thing was going on. They actually made lynching a capital offense.
What the hell? You know what?
What was Jussie Smollett?
Right.
But that's just about when all these uprisings are happening and governors' mansions are getting ready to get stormed. Now they want to outlaw lynching. Now they want to make lynching a capital offense.
It's too late for all
It
that.
says, "Reward her, even as she rewarded you."
Right, reward-
and
right.
Double unto her, double according to her works,
And-
and the cup which she hath
Not that.
filled,
And
unto
double.
her double.
See that? So under her double. So not only does the Most High want payback, he said double under her.
That's right.
Double unto this evil, man. Double unto this beast system, right? And we ain't gonna get all overly emotional about it. We understand it's a part of the Heavenly Father program. You'll never see a man of the Lord out here looting or none of that other nonsense, man.
Come.
And all you Jake that's doing that, you really a bunch of folly, man.
Daniel 8 and 25.
Bring it up.
And through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand.
Right?
So what's the policy? And what craft is prospering in the hand of Esau and his counsel? And he shall magnify himself in his heart. Sitting on top of everything, talking about, oh, well, we'll take care of this and we'll take care of that. We'll send the police in for this and we'll line the police up for that. And we'll sign executive orders for this and that and we'll take care of everything.
Right. So
Okay?
we know that-
Magnifying themselves.
Right. We don't.
And by peace shall destroy many.
Right. And by peace shall destroy, because we know they believe in order out of chaos. Let me get Psalms 10 and 1.
He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand.
Let me get Psalms 10 and 1.
So your
Psalms 10 and 1.
your rioting and everything, that's not getting you anywhere. The Lord said right here, he shall be broken without hand. So the Lord's going to do it. The Lord's going to take the spirit off of them to have the rulership of this kingdom.
Right. Hey.
Genesis 1.
Huh? Yeah, Genesis 27 and 38.
This is Psalms 10 and 1.
Right?
It says, "Why standest thou far off,
Read on.
O Lord? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble?"
You see that? And now our people don't understand. The Most High, he hid himself from us. Why? For our disobedience. Okay? That's why he left you to the wolves, man. All right? Because Yasharal refused to return to him.
Yep.
Keep going.
It says, verse 2, "The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor."
The wicked in his pride persecute the poor. That's why they got this police force out here doing what? Basically taking the law in their own hands, okay? Thinking that they robo-cops, right? When they're a bunch of order followers. Abusing their power continuously. You had the police force, they nothing but the modern day slave catchers. We say that repeatedly, man.
Come.
And they're not keeping no peace.
It's the truth, man. Okay? That's why they have quotas to make. They're supposed to assault and arrest you. They're set up to protect their
Corporation.
elite,
The
their
corporation.
benefits, right? And who this country was really made for. Not you so-called minorities. You know what I mean?
This is Romans 11. I'm going to start at 7.
Right?
"What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for,
Right.
but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded."
Just like how they're trying to seek justice. You're not going to seek no justice. Even if you got a third-degree murder charge of the devil. Get the cop's name, please. So I don't say his name wrong. Even if they got a third-degree murder charge, how we know that's going to stick? How we know these ain't all Masons? All right?
Salaki, real quick.
Yeah.
And on top of that, when they gave the
Police is a fraternity.
third degree murder charges, right? And so they did the so-called autopsy. So what's the first thing they said? Well, he had underlying health conditions. He had this, and he was suffering from hypertension. And they were also going to check to see if he had any illicit drugs in his system. So here it is, they're already trying to set a precedence so they can say that, look, if he didn't have these underlying health conditions, he would have survived, he would have still been alive. But that's not the fact. The fact is that you had your knee on this man's neck for 9 minutes. Almost 3 minutes after he wasn't mobile and wasn't moving, you still kept your knees on him, with your hands in your pocket, with the smug look like, I know what I'm doing.
With the smug look, get the smug look. I'll pull him up real quick.
This
He had the smug look. He loved it, man.
He
Like the
enjoyed
man-
every moment
yo,
of it.
Like my man in the video, he said, "Yo, you like that shit." He liked that shit, man. He liked killing niggas, man. They
Hey,
like killing you niggas, bro.
hey,
Because they envious of you even down to your melanin.
Yep.
It's envy, it's hatred from the womb. Jacob and Esau. Keep going out.
This is Romans 11 and 8.
Right.
It says, "According as it is written, the Most High giveth them the spirit of slumber."
The Most High gave them the spirit of slumber. All them niggas, couple blocks over that's protesting George Floyd, the Most High gave you a spirit of slumber, man. Because first and foremost, you gotta understand, you're not gonna get justice from this man, okay? We're only gonna get justice from waking up to who we really are,
That's right.
okay? George Floyd, he didn't know who he really was, man. He's called himself a black man, yo.
When he brown.
Read on out.
It says,
And you wonder why this keep happening over and over.
hey, Salaki, real quick.
Yeah.
He also was married to an Edomite.
Yeah, God.
Right,
God.
and then this Edomite woman is all like, everybody forgive. Why we always gotta forgive you so-called white people?
Right.
When it comes to you so-called white people, we always gotta forgive. Why is that? Yo?
They don't
That's
forgive
so
shit,
convenient
though.
for you, man. Why is that? Why always gotta forgive you? For what? Why? You're not even sorry.
Right.
You know what I fucking devils, yo.
Romans 11 and 8.
Bring it out.
"According as it is written, God hath written," it's like it says, "God has given them the spirit of slumber."
Most High gave him the spirit of slumber, a lot familiar. You know, we're the same people. You know?
It says, "Eyes that they should not see."
I explain.
I'm about to finish this. It says, eyes that they should not see,
Eyes that they should not see
and ears that they should not hear unto this day.
to this day. Ears that they should not hear. That's why you're doing the same thing. You're insane, man. Keep marching for rights when this man's plotting on you. Esau had his neck spiritually on us in this bitch for how many hundreds of years? He had his knee on our neck spiritually, man. You know that. Oh, you have
That's
something?
right. Real quick, I just want to add to that part. And what eyes you can't see that you. The problem with Israel is like they can't see that they have enemies. They can't see that this man is their enemy. They can't see all the things that been through social media in the news between these so-called Edomites, what they've been doing, the murdering of our people, even to the so-called Moab and Ammon, these Chinese and Japanese, how they treat our people. You can't see that none of these other nations love like you, man. But you want to love everybody.
Right.
And you can't hear, even when we bring it out here, we read it verbatim from the scriptures, what the Heavenly Father says, you can't hear. So you know what? You didn't want to see and listen before, so the Lord ain't let you see and hear now.
That's right.
This
You're gonna die in your
Ecclesiastes,
sin.
this Ecclesiastes 7:7.
Bring it out.
Surely oppression make a wise man mad.
Some of your pressure make a wise man mad. You understand
What
that?
a gift
Hey,
destroyeth
record
the
that.
heart.
Hold up. You gonna
You got no
record? We gotta ask you a
questions?
question.
That
Come here.
No questions. How you
Come
feel about
on. You
George
gonna
Floyd?
record? Come have a question. Have a
You
dialogue.
got that old boom coon nigga with you, man.
Ecclesiastes 7:7.
Walk by to do that bop bop bam.
Surely oppression make a wise man mad.
Wait, but you see that, man? That's the problem, bro. You got a docile Jake with his Edomite woman, with his Edomite, his son of Jake, but he's getting raised like an Edomite, man.
Come on.
Why can't we all just love? Why can't we? Why can't we? Because the Heavenly Father don't want that, man.
That's right.
And death to all you other nations.
That's right.
They want death to our nation. They death in our nation. They killing our people.
doing things in secret, in silence.
Then you got the one cop that was a damn Moabite acting all crazy like, yeah, what was going on? Like, you need to take care of your brother, man. Ain't your police, ain't y'all a fraternity of men?
It's Salakia.
You're supposed to be upstanding citizens. You're a bunch of damn crooks. Keep going out. What song's 10 at again?
Surely oppression make a wise man mad.
Right.
And a gift destroyeth the heart.
But a gift destroyed the heart. We got the 3rd-degree murder charge.
They got fired.
That gift, yeah, they got. Of course, they supposed to get real fire.
Supposed to get the depth strip.
They're supposed to be put to death. You killed a man on the streets. You know, like, this song's 10, please. Somebody else ain't holding up real quick. Hate y'all devils, man.
This is Psalms 10, verse 2.
Read on.
It says, the wicked in this pride doth persecute the poor.
Right?
Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
Let them be taken into the devices that they imagine. So we're going to start lynching y'all.
That's right.
Everything you did to us, we're going to do to your ass, man.
That's right.
You better believe that shit, too, boy. Read on now. You already know what's going on, bro. I'm trying to stay. You already know, man.
Come on.
You're the most high. You know now. Hey, but you know what? We don't promote violence, bro. We
Come on.
waiting on the king, bro.
That's
Come on.
right.
We waiting on your how about Shem, your house.
That's right.
I'm telling you, yo. Sometimes you think like, you know now,
This is Psalms 10, verse 3.
right?
It says, for the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous whom the Lord abhorreth.
See that? And that's all that's been going on. This country is built upon lies. It's built upon robbery. It's built upon people favoring a certain group over others. Okay? But they call us the land of the free. I'm focusing on America right now. The whole world looking at America burn. All praises, yo.
That's right.
That's right.
All these cities. You got San Jose. You got Minneapolis. You got Atlanta on fire. Where else, man? New York City on fire.
LA.
Okay?
Oh, it's like real quick.
It's not enough, man.
And I was just telling Protestant when we was coming in before I left out the camp, they was talking about how they was protesting in Oakland, and the brothers in Oakland rode up on a federal building,
Right.
and opened up and shot up the building, and killed one of the so-called the guards that was working in there.
Oh,
Even though it
praises.
was of a private firm company, but you know what? That's that spirit that's coming up.
Yeah.
Jake getting tired.
It is,
Yeah.
man. That's why in Minneapolis you had the police station and nearly had it on fire, bro.
Who roused Judah?
That's what's up. Going out. Not these Hamites. Wayne from Africa.
Gone.
But they people ain't getting murdered.
Right.
That's why they all cool, man. That's why look at them. we all having fun tonight, man.
Can I bring this out real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, just like you had the Edomite cop on the neck, and you had Moab standing there. That's classic Psalm 83:3.
Yeah, yo.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Uh-huh.
They have said, come, let us cut them off for being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent, they are confederate against thee.
Y'all hey, somebody get Romans 13 and 11.
And then it starts listing the nations.
Right, right. Moab, the whole list, okay?
Edom,
Edom,
Moab,
Moab,
the Ishmaelites,
right?
the Hagarenes.
All your enemies, Israel, okay? All of them. And in the George Floyd case, you had Moab there, you had Edom there, which ultimately ended his life. But you had, I believe you had some Coon Jake there too, man. Right? So they turn your people against you. All you police, man, all you correctional officers, all you do is just fuel these systems to oppress your people. You don't get it?
Yeah, you
There is no
played.
such thing as I'm a put that badge on and change shit. You ain't changing nothing, man.
Protect my community. No,
You're not changing anything.
You're gonna be enforcing corporate statutes and corporate laws protecting the United States corporation.
This is Nahum 3 and 5, real quick.
Read up.
Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts. I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame.
God, it's funny, we were just talking about this in the car, okay? How this was going in the Israel sins, but guess what? The Most High sees the sins of this place. Like, look behind you, bro. Sinning, man. This place gotta go, bro.
Can I say something else about Psalms 83 and 3?
What's up?
Can I
But
say
hold
something?
on, let me get Psalms 10 real quick. Keep going out. Go ahead,
So take a look at the United Nations. Since we're getting ready to have UN troops on the ground, so they disband all these police stations and everything. The United Nations has somebody from every nation in it. But where is Israel in their Confederation of Nations? They're nowhere. So who is the beast in Revelation? Who is this crafty council that Psalms 83 talks about? Man, this is worldwide. And that's why this judgment needs to come in worldwide.
Yeah, we all know Edom rules the kingdom, obviously.
Now, yeah.
By the sword.
Yeah, Job, this is his blessing. You know? This is his blessing, man, and it's playing out.
All right, this is Genesis chapter 27, verse 38.
Bring it up.
And Esau said unto his father,
And Esau what?
and Esau said unto his father,
Unto his father, Isaac. Which it all goes back to this account, yo. Jacob versus Esau. There's two twins in thy womb. But that were born two different nations. Two different people. Keep going.
hast thou but one blessing, my father?
Right?
Bless me, even me also.
Yeah.
Oh, my father.
Because Jacob
Esau-
has supplanted him.
Yeah. Oh, my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac, and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be
Jake
of
fucking
the
cold
fatness
ass.
of the earth.
His dwelling should be what?
Of the fatness of the earth.
Right, which was taken by conquest. This don't belong. Read on.
And of the dew of heaven from above. And by the sword shalt thou live.
Yeah.
Shalaki, can I say something
And
about
by
that? So can I say something about that dew of the heavens?
Go ahead,
So dew is water. Water is wisdom. Esau also, with his blessing, gets the knowledge of how the spirit realm works. That's how he's able to tap in and do all this demonology, demon worship and shit.
Hey this brother's on point. He even goes into the Vatican because they still have the ability to do exorcisms. Esau, yeah, the very devil that we hate, this devil has the ability to do exorcisms too.
Hey, George Floyd, familiar. George Floyd, familiar.
That's that breach stuff.
It don't matter, yo. You know? How you guys feel about George Floyd and that whole incident? You know, I want to hear from the horse's mouth. Do cops agree with what happened? Would they have done that? I bet they fucking would. Fucking devil. I ain't asking no coon nothing, man.
Back
It's
to-
all 10 and 8 clear.
Oh, Miss Ferguson?
He's not even smart enough to get a woman of his own nation. What are we talking to him for, yo?
Not saying that it's anything.
Okay, I keep going.
Yeah.
This is Genesis.
What was that when Esau said, I hated my brother?
Oh,
yo?
that's
That's them
right.
devils, yo.
Yeah,
Yeah, coming.
This is Genesis. What about Genesis 27? This is verse 40.
Right?
And by the sword shalt thou live,
Huh?
and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
Which happened in antiquity too with King Jehoram, okay? When they had broke off and they had their own duke or whatever, these dukes, okay? Keep going on.
And Esau hated Jacob.
And Esau hated, that's the point I want to get at. We got a pinpoint on that. Esau hated Jacob, okay? So we got to know who these people are in the Bible. Esau is predominantly so-called white people. You're an Edomite. And predominantly Jacob is the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans who get lynched in 2020 by a cop with his damn neck on his damn knee on his neck, yo. Right? Because that's the kind of stuff that's going on. Hey, brother. What do you think about George Floyd, man? What do you think about the situation with the cop, man? That was fucked up, right? Business as usual. But you see that? Jake is numb to it. Like how we were saying. It's business as usual, but if his damn brother got killed, he'd be more emotional, man. But they got our people to not even really care, yo.
Hey, that's the scriptures. Wherein thou as the Lord loved us. Roughly paraphrasing. You know? They act like the Lord don't love them.
Right.
That's how Jake is, man. Wherein thou as the Lord loved us. Roughly paraphrasing. how that
Crazy,
is.
man.
And Esau hated Jacob
And Esau,
because of the blessing.
because of the, it all goes back. They want our blessing, man. That's why these fake Jews run around calling themselves Hasidic and Ashkenazis and all this nonsense, man. Right? They're a bunch of damn devils.
Salakia, going back to Psalm 83, that's the whole point, is to keep Israel in darkness so they don't know what's going on.
Right. The crafty counsel that hide people, man.
Wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart,
Right?
the days of mourning for my father are at hand.
Uh-huh.
Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
So they always had this intent in their heart to do harm to us. Like you said, like the brother said, business as usual.
Yeah.
For them, man.
Hey, it's like, and see, and that's why these Edomites, these Caucasians, they don't know why that's happened. Why does these so-called white cops always be killing Jacob? Why is these so-called white people always killing brothers and sisters?
Right.
Because they don't even know. It's in them. It's in you. You don't even know why it happens.
I ain't gonna keep him up
Right,
here long.
Salakia, you say they put it under the guise of racism,
You know what, guys?
but it goes deeper than that.
Hey, my man.
Jacob and Esau.
Hey, what's going on?
What are you saying? White people don't know what about what?
We talking about the situation with George Floyd and how
This was
that
fucking
cop.
way wrong.
We think about that.
Totally wrong.
Why?
Because they fucking killed him.
Is it? But it's a racial thing, is it not? In this country, is it? Get Joe 21-7.
It's my feelings on it is
Right.
it can be a racial issue if people make it a racial
Well, no. If you had a white
Fuck
cop
outta here, man.
that had his knee on a black man, unarmed black man, we seen this time and time again. I know. You know that.
The other three, none of them are white.
We know that, but guess what? Hey, before you rolled up, but listen, man, before you came up, we talked about the police and how it's a fraternity.
It's like,
You
So
all
it don't-
said
oh,
Caucasians.
it's like, can I say something?
Crooked cops.
Okay,
and
let me.
Caucasians are different
That's
groups.
okay. You brought that point up.
My dad was
Not
a
too
cop.
long. Okay, not too long ago, same city, so-called Somalian black cop shoots a white woman and she dies.
I never heard about
Automatic.
that.
Hold up. I'm giving you this. I'm giving you the synopsis. Automatically, he was brought for charges and was sentenced to 12.5 years in jail. Now, if I kill somebody and he's with me and he's with me and he's with me, just like those young brothers that ran that police officer in the White Marsh, they automatically locked them up and charged them all with conspiracy. Then they all got the same charges because they was all together. Why is it that it's not the same thing with these cops?
Right.
Why is it? Hold up. You just said it was murder.
That I don't
Hold up.
know.
Let me finish. You just said it was murder. The whole nation and the world seen this cop with his knee on his neck. 9 minutes altogether, they said. 3 minutes he wasn't moving and he still had his knee. Hands in his pocket with a smug look. but yet they give him a third-degree murder charge.
Right.
That's BS.
Hey, my man.
I'm not disagreeing.
And they even
Hold on.
agreed, and they even said there's been systematic problems with policing in the Minneapolis Police Department. It's been racism.
Correct.
So let me say this.
Categorize all
hold on.
Well, hold on.
Hold on,
Wait, yes, you
hold
can.
on, hold on.
Wait, hold on.
Wait,
Wait,
one more thing. Can I say one more?
Well, I'ma say
Can I
this.
say
Wait,
one
wait,
thing?
yes, you can.
Yes, you can, because you know why?
This is
You're-
your problem.
Hold up,
You're
but
racist then for
hold
doing
on.
that. You're being racist
Hold
for doing
on,
that.
hold on, girl, I just want to play something for you.
Are you
Because
not
you want me to
being
tell you
racist by
why?
saying that?
Want me to tell you why? Because when something happens and black people do it, the white community come together and said, see, that's what they do. So when we look at it, we see, when we see something done from a Caucasian doing it,
Right.
and it's being continuously done by Caucasian, actions are proof. Actions are louder than words.
All right,
Okay, now that you
no,
talk,
okay, you
let
talking
me-
to
can
me
I
now.
speak?
No, I'm done.
Can I talk?
No, you're
Yeah,
talking to me.
you
No,
want
I
to talk
say
to
something
me.
real
Go
quick.
ahead, what's up?
Now that you've said that, so what you're saying is you're going to lump the actions of one crooked officer who knew every fucking white person in this country knows killed him
No,
and
listen,
knows it.
bro.
Hold on,
We
and
saying
knows
this.
it's wrong.
Goddamn.
So because of that, you're going to lump all Caucasians in with that.
Let me ask you. I'm gonna ask you one question.
And you know what else is ignorant?
No, no.
It's when that black cop shot the
Hey,
white
Esau.
woman. You know what? Nobody
Hey, Esau.
did it.
Hey, Esau.
Nobody rioted.
Hey, Esau.
Nobody burned
This
the
ain't your
fucking
fucking
cities
show, bro.
down. Nobody did nothing.
How
like
many
that.
fucking cops killed our people though? Answer that. How many fucking cops killed our people though? That's not one person. Fuck you talking about?
Come on, bro.
Hey, let me deal with this for a second. I
I
want to
agree
deal with
with
this for a
everything
second.
you're saying about how
Hold on, okay, hold on.
murder was.
Now,
I
okay,
think
all
it was
right,
way
now
wrong.
you just said
That
something,
cop
right?
should be prosecuted.
Okay, hold on.
Why
You
he's
just
not in jail now?
hold up.
I don't
All
know.
right.
That's
Why
not-
Why y'all let him talk, yo?
You said your point. Now, have you been watching CNN?
No, I don't watch the news.
Okay, I'm
because I don't follow
going
the news
I was
because it's all
watching.
fake
Okay, hold
stuff.
up. It was
It's
fake. Hold up.
fake news.
Okay, I'm gonna show you how fake media it was
Yep.
when it was being broadcast live when they was showing the loot. You know who they showed coming out of the Target with things in their hand? White woman with a lamp.
Yep.
A white man running with a mannequin.
You know who else
A
they
white
showed?
person.
Black people.
When they hold on.
Hispanic
When they
people,
showed
Asian people.
who they
Every
showed
race of
who did they
people was in
show
there
who
looting.
did they show
Right?
breaking the glass
Marcel, hold on,
on
bro.
AutoZone?
Who did they show burning
There was a
down
white
everything?
man. It was a
White
man
people.
throwing the car,
You can
burning
take
the
this
Red
argument
people.
So you're go ahead.
It was red people.
Go.
Deuteronomy 28 and 65.
Bring it out.
And among these nations, thou shalt find no
Now,
evil.
wait a minute. What I wanted to ask you is, do you even believe in the Holy Bible?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I know that. So
I
the
used to go
point
to
is this.
church for 12 years.
Okay,
I
I just
studied
asked you
the-
one thing, bro.
I studied the Bible.
And among these nations thou shalt find no evil.
Read
I
on.
don't believe it.
Neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest.
That's why we've been captured here.
But the Lord
But
shall
you, no,
give
you
thee.
can't lump all Caucasians.
What Bible are you
Yup,
all talking about?
we can.
Jesus who? What are you
That's
talking
what we
about?
doing. That's what we doing.
I'm asking you a question. Are you talking about Jesus? When you say, do you believe the Bible? Who are you saying, do I believe in? Jesus,
I'm asking, do you
Allah,
believe the
Buddha, who?
Is Allah in the Bible?
Yeah, Allah
I'm
is in
asking
the Bible.
you. I'm asking you.
who you believe in.
I'm asking you. Did you believe in the Bible?
No, I don't believe in
That's
it.
all-
I'm
all right
asking
then.
you, who do you believe in?
What?
When you say the Bible, who are you
You a
talking
dog.
about?
I'm not giving.
Jesus,
I'm not gonna cast
God?
my pearls to.
Swine.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so now you're going to say fucking when you're telling me about the Bible and all
What's
that other
fucking
stuff.
mean? What's
So
it
right
mean?
there, you're
It
going
just
against
means
what the Bible
strike.
says by using profanity.
What's
In the
profane
mouth of a
about
child.
it? Outside the temple.
So right there, your Bible right there is telling you what you're doing is wrong. Okay?
Neither shall the
All
sole
out
of thy
here
foot
preaching
have
this
rest.
kind of shit,
But
trying to
the
tell
Lord
people
shall
about white
give thee
people,
there
black
a
people, all that.
trembling heart.
You all
So you
should
see
be out
that? So
here
this
all
dude is
preaching
what?
about
This
love.
average
You should be
Caucasian.
talking about love,
Yeah.
unity,
You don't
oneness,
know what's the
bringing
love,
this
bro.
community
Romans
together.
13 and 10.
Hold on, wait a
Romans 13
second.
And a feeling heart.
If all Caucasians are racist, what are you doing
Salakia, a
with
trembling
Trump?
heart.
Romans 13.
Failing of eyes and sorrow of mind. I'm not Caucasian.
What does that mean? What is what you're reading? mean?
This is Romans 13 and 10.
Bring it out.
Love worketh no ill to his neighbor.
Say it again.
Love
Work with no ill to his neighbor.
So what is all this bullshit, man? Love
Right.
don't give no ill
Okay,
towards
can
your
I
ain't
neighbor,
love.
man.
Read
That's
it.
not love.
Therefore,
You got
love
your
is the
religion.
fulfilling.
Fuck
of
what he's
love.
saying.
And the laws
Fuck
and
what
the
he's
love,
saying, bro.
What is
See that?
Jesus?
We was
what
We don't
does
give a fuck
he
what
do?
you saying.
Jacob and Esau, we was once brothers,
Okay.
right? But what did
I'm
we
trying
We
to
don't give a
ask you
fuck what you
question,
saying.
right?
Esau hated his brother Jacob.
He
the
did.
damn
And
devil.
you're right. And he
Come on
killed
now.
him. Can I
Romans
ask you a
9:13.
question?
No,
What
you're
did
not
your
asking us
Lord
scriptures.
and Jesus
Go ahead.
tell
You're
you
making
all
points.
is the greatest
Psalms
commandment?
19:5.
Love thy
Bring the
neighbor
scriptures out.
as
Cut his ass,
thyself.
bro.
and
What's the
not know
second
that
greatest? Y'all
time
don't
that
even know what you're
now
talking
Cut his
it
ass.
is high time to awake out of sleep.
So we gotta awake out of this sleep like this fucking devil trying to tell us, oh, it's not
Why are
all
you
white
calling me a
people.
devil?
Cause you
It's
is.
not all white people. We gotta get out of that bullshit.
So you're calling
It's
me
all
a devil,
you, man.
right?
You is.
No,
calling
it's
me a
our
devil.
You is.
salvation narrative when we
This is the
sleep.
problem. When people ask you all questions that you don't know the answers to,
Job
your name's
21:7.
called.
Bring it out.
Bullshit.
Wherefore
This
do
is
the
fucked
wicked
up.
live?
You can't
Wherefore
answer
do
my
the wicked
question.
Become old.
I asked you a simple
Yea,
question
and
that
are
you
mighty
can't
in
answer.
power.
Read on.
Can you answer
Their
it?
seed
Can I
is
ask you a
established
question?
in their sight with
Their
them.
seed is what?
I got a question
Established.
for you.
So how was America?
Yo, go back around there.
What did your Lord and Savior Jesus say are the greatest
And
How was
their
America
offspring
taken by
before their eyes.
And
What
their
is the
offspring what?
greatest
So
commandment,
guess
Lord?
what?
What did he
You
say?
raped, robbed, and murdered this
What did he
country.
say?
That's right.
What got happened to you? Give Revelation 13:10.
What did he say? I'm asking all of you. What did Jesus say
Look, can I
in the
answer that?
Bible?
Who is
When
Jesus?
the
We don't believe
disciples
in
said,
Jesus, man.
what is the greatest commandment? What did he say?
13:10.
Revelation
None of
13
you
and
know.
10.
Bring it out.
You know.
He that leadeth into captivity
Shall go into captivity.
What? He that leadeth into captivity shall go
I'm
into
still waiting for an answer for
He that
this
killeth,
question.
he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed by the sword.
You hear
Okay?
that, right?
Yeah, I for
And
not
I
you for truth. I get all that.
That's what you
Absolutely.
just said.
I asked you a question.
Absolutely.
When, no, you didn't.
That-
when
that
the
officer
disciples
should be
in
killed.
Romans,
hey, listen, it ain't just
no, I'm
the-
asking you a question. You're not
Your whole-
paying attention.
Our
bring
United
this up?
States.
They causing confusion,
You asked
bro.
a question
I asked a question. I'm waiting
about
for an
okay.
answer.
You want to see
When
who?
the
You want to see?
disciples-
I'm gonna tell you something. You
When
want to
the
know
Lord's
who?
disciples
You want to
came
know
to him
who his
and
brothers
said,
are?
Lord,
Now,
what
who's
is the greatest commandment? What did
And
he say?
this is
What did he say?
Leviticus.
Devil.
This is Leviticus 19 and verse
It's in the
1.
New Testament.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak all the congregation of the children of Israel, and say unto them, You shall be holy, for I, the Lord your God, am holy.
So what's it
Now,
got to be holy?
so this was given to the Israelites. I'm going to verse 17.
Okay? It's in the
Thou
New
shalt,
Testament, by the way.
where did he get it from?
It's in the
Thou
New
shalt
Testament.
not hate thy brother in thy heart. So who's
You
that?
don't have to yell.
Hold up, because it's
You don't have to
everybody.
yell.
Who,
You don't have to
now,
yell.
when the beginning of the scripture, who was that directed to?
Jesus wasn't.
Hold up, listen. He was, when Jesus was walking.
Jesus
what-
wasn't in the Old
When
Testament,
Jesus
man.
was walking,
Jesus wasn't in the
where
Old
was
Testament.
Jesus teaching from?
Everything.
The
Jesus
Old
was-
Testament,
No.
you knucklehead.
No.
That's the devil right there. That's the devil right there.
9,
New
verse 12.
Testament is what? The New
Turn
Testament. And where was he
when
quoting from?
When the
Hold on,
12
real quick.
disciples
Where
asked
was they
Zechariah.
reading from?
when the
What
12
was they reading from?
if you would
Oh,
let
go
me
ahead.
Let the scripture come on.
Zechariah 19 and 12.
Bring it out.
Turn ye to the stronghold, ye prisoners of
Go
hope.
ahead, you devil.
Even to the day I do declare, I render double
Go ahead, devil. Go
unto
ahead,
thee.
devil.
racism.
When I have bent
Go
Judah,
ahead, devil.
Go ahead, devil.
Fucking devil.
You is a devil, man.
Racist.
That's what you is.
and raised up thy
That's
sons
what you
of
is.
Zion
Causing racism.
against thy
That's what
sons
you
of
is.
Greece.
You a fucking devil.
And raised up thy sons, O Zion,
You was a
against
fucking
thy
devil.
sons, O Greece.
Simple as that.
You keep studying that Bible, bro, and see what Jesus
Look at
said.
Zechariah 19,
This is what your
Zechariah
Lord
9:13.
tells you.
But he ain't saying shit to me though. He ain't saying shit to me.
666.
Bitch ass nigga, man.
Hey, get Zechariah 9.
You ain't say shit to me the whole time.
Zechariah 9 and 14.
Hold on, don't leave. Don't leave. Because that was the damn devil that came in.
That's Satan.
And we're going to explain to you why we're saying it. Because, go ahead. 'Cause I don't want them to leave out. Just bring that out.
Well, he was saying that Jesus wasn't in the Old Testament. I got Isaiah chapter 11 right here, and it says, And there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of his roots. So who is that talking about? Is it talking about Yahushua?
Give me Zechariah 9, 12, 13, and 13.
9 and 15. This is Zechariah 9, verse 13. It says, When I have bent Judah for me
39.
and filled the bow with Ephraim.
When I did what? When I have bent the bow with who?
It says, When I have bent the bow with Judah
When I have bent the bow with Judah,
for me and bent the bow with Ephraim,
right? And bent the bow with
and raised up thy sons.
and raised up thy sons, O Zion,
It says, O Zion against the sons of Greece.
against thy sons, O Greece. So that's the ultimate. That's Jacob versus Esau. All right. The Most High is going to raise up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece. Okay, and you two are daughters of Zion. How y'all doing?
Good.
you all believe in the Bible at all? It's all right. I'm just asking the general.
No, I don't read it.
Oh, okay. I didn't read it as well years ago until somebody actually taught it to me. You know what I'm saying?
My dad told me that if